Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Film-A-Tic Pop, 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 where we discuss everything from movies, television, music reviews, reaction videos, anything your heart desires. So grab your popcorn, candy, and drink, and let's get into this reaction video for We the People. I had an ugly baby. This is going to be interesting, so we're going to see what this ignorant man has to say. We the People.
Jeffrey Lennox claims his ex-wife lied about having cosmetic surgery, so he was shocked when their child didn't look like either of them. Tanya Pointer says her ex-husband is superficial and called their baby ugly.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding. Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. Please be seated. Good day, everyone. This is the case of Lennox versus Pointer. Mr. Lennox, you are suing Ms. Pointer for $9,800 for breach of contract. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Pointer, you say the plaintiff is being superficial and you did not breach any contract. Is that correct? Honor. All right, I'll start with you, Mr. Lennox. What happened?
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, what happened, I imagine back to when I was a child, and on the counter at my family home, I see photos of my family going down generations, and I saw little me there, and I imagined one day that I would have my own child to have a picture with on that counter. So fast forward, and I'm now looking for a wife, and like every young man dreams, I'm sure, like a lot of people dream, they imagine who their wife is going or their husband is going to look like, and I was imagining somebody that was tall, ambitious, mentally fit and capable, honest and attractive. I feel that I have received certain opportunities and gained a lot through my looks. I have to say, and I wanted my child to be raised in a similar fashion. So I was looking for.
You taking 10 minutes to say you wanted to have a baby that you thought was pretty.
I wanted to have a child. Yeah, I wanted to have the life that I thought of. Yes, Your Honor.
And the life you thought of was a life of what? A child that looked like you?
Yeah, a child that looked like they. Yes, Your Honor. But not. I found Tanya at the gym after a spin class, and whatever boxes I may have needed to check, she seemed to check all of them. Look at her.
You met Mr. Lennox at the gym?
Yes, Your Honor.
You liked him, he liked you?
Yes, Your Honor.
You started a relationship?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you or were you not forthcoming about your life, your family, your background, your past?
I was, as much as I felt like I needed to disclose. I did not disclose to him certain things about my past. I did let him know that my parents were killed in a plane crash, leaving my brother and I all alone.
My brother to figure that out, Your Honor. Like we're talking months of our relationship before enough she would cry
was very
when I'd
much
ask
so
her,
focused on my
and I eventually
features,
got her to tell me.
So I didn't really feel like there was an opportunity for me to share a heartfelt moment with him.
So wait, you all are in a relationship, but you didn't ever feel there was time for you to have a heartfelt moment with a man you're in a relationship with? That doesn't make sense.
Well, the issue at hand is my cosmetic procedures. After my parents were killed in the plane crash, I underwent a ton of cosmetic procedures so that I would not have to be reminded of my mother and what had happened to her. So I did. This was all cosmetic surgery. And I just wanted to be away with my past. And he felt like because I did not disclose that to him, that now our child is ugly. We just had a child and he started calling my baby ugly.
That is not
my baby is only 1 year old. He's handsome. And he says that because the child does not look like his family lineage, that my baby is ugly.
Your Honor, that's
well, Mr. Lennox, I don't understand how you could be upset with what a new baby looks like. Why are you upset about that?
It is not my child's looks that upset me.
So what is it?
It was seeing my child for the first time and how it felt I was looking at a complete stranger, didn't look like either parent. It put into motion in my head now what had been, I guess, percolating for a while, that this woman that I thought I knew was not telling me about her life, and I immediately, my first thought was she must be cheating on me. This child doesn't look
So
like
the
me.
baby, you felt like the baby didn't look like you, and it didn't look like Miss Pointer, so you were like, I'm not the father.
Coming up,
I made it very clear, Your Honor.
So you said,
So this fool is upset that this woman got plastic surgery and the baby. I can't make this up. Nobody, you got played, son. And now you try to he try to recoup money. He's funny. He's funny. This is a hot butt mess, but let's continue.
we're back with the case of Jeffrey Lennox, who brought his ex-wife, Tanya Pointer, to court after he says she lied to him.
She knows my position on plastic surgery. I think it's disingenuous and it lacks integrity. I would not have married, let alone pay for an IVF fertilization treatment with someone who had an addiction to plastic surgery, like Tanya certainly does. And
did you say that before you all decided to have a sexual relationship?
I made it very clear, Your Honor.
So you said, I want to have a child with you. I'm willing to pay for IVF, but just tell me, have you had any plastic surgery?
Your Honor, I didn't feel the need to ask. I mean, look at her. It's very well done. She looks amazing.
Well done. You acting like somebody baked her in the oven.
Yeah. With all the surgery she's gotten, which is, by the way, is worth way more than the $10,000, $9,800 that I'm here seeking to recoup. It is as if, I mean, somebody really went to work on her, and of course, I don't know anything about that. Nothing about that part of her life.
What does this mean? I'm not liking the way you're objectifying
Your
Miss
Honor,
Pointer.
I apologize for that, but I offer into evidence a photo here that I found. And please tell me, Your Honor, if that looks like the same person to you.
Actually, she looks a little different, but the shape of her face, the shape of her eyes, her eyebrows, and her nose is different.
May I just say that I'm not ashamed of that photo. I did not get those cosmetic procedures because I thought that I was ugly. I got those cosmetic procedures because it was traumatizing looking in the mirror and being reminded of my mother's face. So it was very devastating for me to find out that he felt like our child was ugly. I did not get those procedures to become this different person. I got those procedures so that I wouldn't be reminded of what had happened in my past.
And why'd you say that you're the new Tanya now and the old Tanya is dead and forget about her? I mean,
because the old Tanya died when her parents died.
But you didn't know the old Tanya anyway, right?
I didn't, and I still don't. I don't know the new one either. I had to pull teeth to get.
But wait a minute. So your testimony is you don't know her, but you also decided to pay for IVF treatments to have a baby with her, but you didn't know her. She wouldn't answer questions. She wouldn't tell you anything about her past. She wouldn't let you know about her family. But you know what? This is the girl I want to have a baby with through IVF. Make it make sense, Mr. Lennox. I don't have all day.
She assured me that who she was loved me unconditionally, dearly, and that she was wholly honest with me and that there was no need for me to worry. Now I find out that entire argument, that entire line, which she allowed me to believe, what I allowed myself to believe, that was a cover story to prevent me from understanding that she hacked at her body to upgrade herself. I mean, her brother apparently used it to try to start a new life. She upgrades her physical form or something.
Your Honor, hold on. Why are you being so melodramatic about plastic surgery?
It's the lies.
You say you're suing her for breach of contract. What's the contract? And it better say in this contract, I'm going to pay for this IVF as long as you are the natural, original version of yourself with no plastic surgery. I want to see that contract. Where is that?
Your Honor, it's a marriage contract. I feel like I have been used. The damage is plain. I was.
She was beautiful before the surgery. She's beautiful after the surgery. What is the issue? I want to know what your damages
I
are.
was lied to, and I can't have that lack of trust in a relationship for the rest of my life.
Okay, so you want to get a divorce.
We have gotten a divorce. Your Honor.
Okay, so now you're divorced.
Yes,
So
we are.
now what's your issue? You got a divorce, you're not with the liar, you're not married to anybody that had plastic surgery anymore. What is your issue?
My issue is that we did not have a prenuptial engagement going, and I want something. I want some measure of honesty from you, Tanya. Some
Your
measure of
Honor,
honesty that you
Honesty
understand.
don't cost $9,800. I want to know, why are you up in here when I could be having my morning tea? Why are you suing?
Because I said I had an ugly baby.
There you go. Wasting my time. Is a picture of the baby in the evidence?
Yes, it is. There he is, right there.
So you're angry because this baby doesn't look the way you envisioned in your mind. This is insanity. You should be ashamed of yourself for even coming in here with this nonsense.
Your Honor, if I may, I felt I made it very clear. I had a dream when I was young, and it was to not have a disingenuous, lying, deceitful wife, and that is what I found that I've had.
No, what we found is that you are delusional. And guess what? If this is really what you wanted, you didn't have the agreement that reflected what your desires truly were. I don't know if this is because you all have broken up. I really don't know what this is about, but you stood in this courtroom today and got on my last nerve. I don't have any more time for a judgment for the defendant. Court is adjourned.
Judge Blake has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
I'm just so thankful that someone else can agree with me and
It's relief to
understand.
get
Woo! So this man continued to harp on the fact that this young lady had plastic surgery, and the judge hit the nail on the head. Tough double D titties to you. Sorry, sir. You didn't take time to get to know this woman. You could have been asking her questions, and if you felt like she wasn't giving you answers that was sufficient, then you shouldn't have went through the IVF process and married this woman. You clearly didn't know much about her, but you were focused on her exterior instead of her interior. So we supposed to care that she had 50 million plastic surgeries? We don't. I don't feel sorry for this man at all. He was looking at that ass instead of getting further information. So why do I care about this? That baby is a precious baby, just precious. The real tea is he's upset that that baby has black features. That's what he's upset about, because he kept saying lineage, my lineage. Sir, if you did not want your baby to look a particular way, then you probably should have gotten with a woman of your race, a white woman. You should have got with a white woman. And even then, you don't know how your baby is going to turn out. I'm sorry, sir. When you are in interracial relationships, there is no telling what that baby is going to turn out looking like, because there's so many things within our DNA and genetics that can change or goes through that baby's DNA as well. So take for instance, I'm a black woman. If I get with a white man, it is possible I may have a redhead child. Where did that come from? I don't know, but sometimes it happens in the lineage of the child. So with that being said, sir, this is on you. Now, I do think that the woman does need to get help. Maybe go seek a therapist if she hasn't already, because the fact that she wanted to change her appearance so she did not look like the mother who passed away, that was really sad to hear, and my condolences goes out to that woman. By the grace of God, I have not experienced losing my mom. I don't know how I would be in that situation. I know I would be in shambles, but I can't imagine me changing my exterior so I wouldn't look like her anymore. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But again, I haven't went through that type of trauma, and I know trauma manifests itself in different ways. So my condolences goes out to her and her family, but I do hope she gets help for that, because You know, that's pretty heavy. But he keeps going around and around and around in circles talking about, I want to be recouped. She lied to me. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a story, I don't know if it was like 10 years ago, of an Asian man who had filed, he had sued his wife because his wife was, in his opinion, ugly, and she lied about how she looked. And the kids turned out looking like her prior to surgery. That does happen. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how I would feel about that if I got married and my husband didn't disclose certain things. I think I would feel a little disappointed, because I would be like, why didn't you feel comfortable with telling me that? You felt comfortable with marrying me, but not telling me something that was so important, so crucial, so imperative in your life. You didn't tell me. So I would feel a little bit of a ways, but would I divorce my husband because of that? I don't think so. Like, we're already in this thing. It is what it is. We're gonna have to get counseling to figure out why you felt the need to lie about it. But he's taking this above and beyond the call of duty. And the last thing, I would keep my child away from him. He has such vitriol for the mother. It's no telling how he's going to treat the child. And not just because she's the mother, but in part because the child is half black. So what he wanted to say was, the child looks too black. I don't see my white side. I only see a black child. And I'm sad for that baby, that beautiful, precious baby. I am so sad for that baby, because one day he may see this. So, you know what? This was a hot mess. That dude was as trifling can be, with his Dumbo ears. I don't know who told him that he was the creme de la creme. It makes no sense to me. And yes, that woman was a very beautiful woman, attractive lady, and that's what you went up to. Now, yeah, she had a lot of plastic surgery, and it did alter her looks a bit, but sir, it's too late. You have already cooked the egg. You have already let your little spermy seeds swim, 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 swim. It's too late. So instead of you being upset, feel blessed that you have a beautiful baby who is healthy and happy. Just shameful. Ooh, child. And that's what she laid with. Ooh, ooh. So that's my reaction to this very trifling story. And I'm so happy that the judge clocked that T, because it was way too much. Sir, you are out of hand. Just disrespectful. So that's all I got to say on the matter. Thank you for stopping by Film-A-Tic. Pop, 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 pop. Again, guys, I'm continuing to grow, to get better. Let me know what you think of the video in the comment section. If you want to see more of something, if you want to see less of something, I do take what you say into consideration. So it was a pleasure doing this reaction video. Until next time, please make sure you keep a positive attitude, smile, be blessed. Peace.